What's good, folks? BadBoyD here, and today we're doing Bad Boy Cooking. That's right, Alpha Kitchen Bad Boy Cooking. Thought that was a good title. BadBoyD doesn't follow any specific recipes. I just throw things together and they turn out delicious and nutritious. I understand that some of you red pill men out there don't quite know how to cook. So I'm gonna give you a good example of a high protein, extremely nutritious meal I'm just gonna throw together here. You can always use your own alterations. So if you want a random idea of how to whip something together, stay tuned. BadBoyD TV. Bad Boy Cooking. Alpha Male Kitchen. Anabolic Pasta.
Alright, I'm starting off with a big pot of water to bring to a boil. And also a deep dish pan with a pound of chicken and some ghee butter. You use normal butter too, but chicken doesn't have a lot of fat. So you can add a little bit of fat with the ghee butter. By the way, we're making a Italian, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern pasta dish today. Just so you know what the hell I'm making. You'll see. Anyways, the chicken's frozen chicken, so it's taking a little while to cook. I'm gonna add the rest of the bag of bay leaves in there. Bay leaves are very nutritious, and they actually help you digest and assimilate nutrients better. So I'm gonna throw the rest of them in there. Alright, chicken's almost cooked. Looks pretty good, eh? With the bay leaves and the ghee butter. Thank goodness I have this electric stove. My stove, it's on my stove. My stove broke. These electric stoves work pretty darn good. So, now I'm gonna throw in some spinach. I'm gonna dice these suckers open with my nifty case cutter. Alright, so I threw about 2 pounds of spinach, frozen spinach in this bitch. Alright, so as you can see, the 2 pounds of spinach has cooked down a little bit. However, the vegetation is outweighing the meat quite a bit. So, I'm going to add another pound of meat, this time veal. Alright, I got the veal in there to start cooking. And I'm also going to add some generous amount chopped garlic. Oh yeah. When you cook it down, it gets rid of the odor a bit. And some celery salt. It's just salt, but with the essence of celery. And so it cooks in well with the meat and the veg. I'm gonna add a can of seasoned tomatoes. Like I said, guys, you guys can improvise as much as you can with this recipe. You can use different vegetables. You can use onions and carrots, or celery, or fresh tomatoes. You can use different meats. Turkey and beef go well together. I just suggest you don't use pork. Anybody who's watched my previous videos, I'm not a fan of eating swine, but I love live pigs. I don't eat live pigs, I like pigs that are alive. You get what I mean. So let's let this cook down. Oh yeah, starting to cook up nicely. I do add spices later. I don't add them right away because unless you're stirring it constantly, they tend to stick and burn at the bottom of the pan. So I'm not gonna add them yet. And say some loving words to your food, like, oh baby, I love you food. You're gonna nourish my muscles so nicely. Because if you look at Dr. Hashimoto's rice experiment, When you say loving things to your water and your food, it's good for the molecular structure. It's crazy. Might sound like sorcery, but it's not. The Most High wants you to love and say good intentions to your food. A few things I almost forgot. I'm gonna add a beef and a vegetable organic bouillon cube to this to add some flavor and more salt. And some fine herbs. Those don't burn and stick to the bottom. Alright, so this is part of the base for the pasta. Give a little nutrition rundown. We got tons of protein from the veal and chicken. We've got steroids that help you build some muscle mass from the spinach. And thousands of other nutrients in the spinach, including lycopene, which is also in the tomatoes, and lutein, which is good for your eyes. Lots of nutrients from the mixed herbs I put in there. Allicin for your heart from the garlic. I don't understand the hardcore carnivores or the hardcore vegans. You gotta eat both. You get health benefits from both. You'd be a fool not to get your vegetation, and you'd be a fool not to get your muscle meat. Get the best of both worlds, baby. That's what I'm doing. Also, lots of good, healthy, saturated fat. Don't ever let anybody knock saturated fat from the ghee and from the meat. Oh, baby. And all the saturated fat, it'll help you absorb all the phytonutrients from the herbs and the spinach and the tomatoes. Oh, baby.
I'm gonna add 2 packages of this risopia rice pasta, gluten-free. I love how it says right on the bag, easy to digest. Because rice pasta, and this is a penne, is much easier to digest than wheat. Especially that whole wheat stuff, guys. That stuff will jab holes in your intestines. Stick to some easy to digest rice pasta.
Alright, gluten-free pasta in the hatch. I don't have any regular sea salt, and I don't want to use my expensive Himalayan red salt. So I'm just going to use a scoop of baking soda. It won't taint the flavor of the pasta, and it'll just prevent it from sticking a little. Alright, so one thing you want to do almost immediately after dumping the water out of the brown rice pasta is get some olive oil on that sucker right away. I like a lot of olive oil anyways. I'm lean bulking right now, so a little bit extra calories doesn't hurt. But get some olive oil on that shit immediately and give it a stir. So I just added a jar of strained tomatoes and Classico sauce. You could cook that with the meat. However, I either reheat it or eat this stuff cold. I just didn't cook it with the meat this time. Okay, so yeah, some tomato sauce with your pasta. And oh baby, there's the still piping hot meat and veggies. We're gonna get that in there. Alright guys, now I'm gonna show you what makes it a little Middle Eastern-y. I got some turmeric powder here. Boom. Turmeric powder, inflammation. Man, like turmeric, I could make a 20-minute video about the health benefits of turmeric. I'm also gonna add a whole bunch of black pepper, because you can absorb, well, you absorb turmeric a lot better if you add black pepper. And I'm gonna put some rooster sriracha sauce in this biatch. Alright, and there we go. Finished product. Made so much I won't even be able to put a lid on it. Full of calories, full of nutrition. This will be about 6 to 8 meals for me. Probably about 40 grams of protein per serving. And another thing I do, because I don't do dairy, and add even more nutrition and protein is I'll usually sprinkle a little bit of nutritional yeast on top of it when I put it in the plate. Man, look at the color. Like I said, you can alternate the type of meat you use, the type of spices you use. I just used whatever I had on hand right now. And you can whip something pretty badass and nutritious like this together. You can alter the veggies, and you can buy different kind of thinner noodles for the rice pasta. You could use rice. You could not use rice at all or no pasta and use beans instead and make kind of a chili. Finished product, can't wait to dive in. A little more sriracha. Just for good measure. Kind of a spur of the moment, not my typical video, but I knew I'd be making an epic meal, so I thought I'd record it and throw it on my channel, cause maybe some of you fellas can benefit from it. I'll show you how to make manly desserts and whatnot too that won't make you fat. I've made a chicken soup video before, probably funny to watch. It's one of my older videos. Stay tuned for more content. Trying to help y'all men be better every day. Let's get better together here in the Alpha Sphere. Thanks for watching BadBoyD TV. Check out my latest video right there and subscribe to my channel right there. Peace.